Good morning. So, as I woke up this morning, I was collecting my thoughts and just praying about the day, doing what I normally do, my normal routine. And I came into my meditation space, and as I was really, thinking about the direction that I want to take the channel in and the content that I want to create and post, and really the sole purpose of the channel. One of the messages that I kept seeing in my mind is some of the things that I've done to release myself from negative attachments to energy, people, places, things that no longer serve me. And from as young as I can remember, I would always write people's names down on a piece of paper, or the situation or the place, and I would describe how the energy impacted me, and then I would burn it. And I could feel within my body when I was burning it all of the unnatural responses that other people wanted me to feel, as though they were my energy, when it was really what they were projecting towards me, so that they could continue to paint me as the scapegoat and paint me as what they needed me to be in order to continue to abuse me in a way that no one would believe me about what was going on. I could feel all of that just dissipate and break up, right? And I have done that for as long as I can, remember. I did it as a child. I did it as a teenager. I've, done it, in my adult life. And I don't consider it necessarily a ritual. I just consider it something that I've always intuitively known to do to keep my own mental in check. And, now as an adult, I partner that with healthy eating and movement and plenty of community, outside of myself with other people. And I just find that the balance in that is so much more healthier for me than going to a therapist and talking about it, because you're just ruminating in your thoughts. And I'm not saying that, therapy is not good or it's not useful or that it can't help. But for me, it wouldn't be a help. It would be a hindrance. And as I was thinking about that, discussing that, if you're listening to this video, that might be a practice that you can start doing. That might be something that you try. And I would suggest, if you're trying it, don't just try it once or 5 times or 10 times. Try it out for, a month, 3 months, 6 months, but write down what you feel right after that, and start writing down ways that you see that your life is changing, or how you're responding differently to different things that would have at one time triggered you to respond a certain way. And as you do that, just the process of going back through and reading that and seeing the change that cements in your life, I think, is something that is of tremendous value. And it's something that can't be taken away from you, because it's your own observation of you and how you show up in life. And ultimately, That is the foundation to becoming the change that you want to see. You're no longer going outside of yourself to, say, a pastor or to someone that you respect and love. You are actually taking the reins of your own cargo, and you are reorganizing it. You are deciding what needs to be set off to the side, what is going to continue to go with you into the future, and how you carry that. And in that way, you are teaching yourself how to carry your own weight. You're not allowing someone else to do it for you. And truly, when you take ownership back of your emotional well-being and your emotional health and your physical life, it becomes impossible then for somebody to come in and tell you what you need to do, because you're already doing what you need to do. And you don't have to get nervous or, get mouthy with him. You just show him the door, and say, well, that's nice that you have that thought, but this is my boat, and I'm going to captain it. I'm going to steer it, not you. And as you begin to do that more, the kind of people that are go-getters, that are confident, will see that and recognize that quality in you, and will be more readily attracted to interacting with you, because they see that you're doing the work, and they see that you are taking accountability, that you're not expecting somebody to come and save you, right? So that's just a thought. That's all I wanted to talk about. I hope that it helps you. And an update on the book. I'm at, I think, 152 pages. I haven't broken it up into chapters or anything. And it's going to be a self-published book. A portion of it will be turned into a workbook to help people process, some darker, dense experiences similar to what I experienced as a child. And my desire and intent with it is to help people to more readily recognize, I should say, ways that they have self-stagnated themselves, that they have kept themselves in the loop to where they're unable to progress and move forward, and release that tension and stress from constantly being in a fight or flight mode in life, not knowing who to trust, if they can trust their own judgment, because they've grown up in an environment where they were never allowed to speak up and have thoughts of their own, right? So, excuse me. I hope that is helpful to the people who read it and purchase it. And ultimately, here on the channel, I do this content. I create it for the purpose of helping you to decipher some of the things going on in your life so that you can overcome. And in overcoming, you can decide what no longer needs to go with you, which you no longer need to carry with you, and you can set that off to the side and allow it to just be an experience and not necessarily a determination of your value in life. All right, I will see y'all later.